The film I'm going to review now is The Hunt. It actually came out last year, I believe, overseas, but it's just now finding its way into American theaters and on demand. And I decided to download and watch it after I've seen a bunch of sites just praise the movie and say Mads Mikkelsen is just amazing in this movie. So I gave it a watch, and Mads Mikkelsen stars as this school teacher named Lucas. And right away, the film jumps right into its subject matter, and that's where a little girl gets embarrassed by something Lucas tells her. So she ends up telling a lie to one of the other teachers that Lucas kind of touched her sexually. And so they begin to question her, and she never actually says anything. This is such a one-sided discussion, and it's scary because you would never doubt the child. I mean, this is such a serious matter that why would you think the child would be lying about this? And so, because it's one-sided though, they actually put the words in her mouth, and because she's so scared and that she doesn't want to go back on her fib, so she kind of just nods her head and they just assume the worst. And because they think this happened to her, they treat her differently and actually give her this a certain amount of attention that you would give a child in this situation. And now she starts to feel special, and why would she go back to lying or saying she lied when you're just doing everything you can to please her? And it's scary because this is a situation where even when you know Lucas is innocent, you still kind of are haunted that there really is no way out for him in this situation. As a viewer, I felt like he was screwed right from the word go, and I like that it took only 10 minutes to jump into this subject matter. And then the rest of the film deals with the consequences of her fib. All of a sudden, other children start remembering things that supposedly happened to him, even though they didn't, and he just becomes this town, like, pervert, and nobody likes him, and they look at him as this evil character. And I like that it's a small town because everywhere he goes, it's believable that they know him and what he's done, and they treat him differently. And it's actually really sad to watch him go through some of the things these townspeople put him through, because you know he's innocent, you know he's a good man. And that's one of the focuses of the film, is Lucas is a good man, and he knows he did nothing wrong. So he kind of refuses to leave his home and stand his ground and fight this. And this journey of his is so tragic because he is in this terrible situation, and the film portrays him as being stuck in a corner and he's drowning. And then you throw in his son, who kind of catches the aftermath of what happened with his father, and this guy, I'm honestly have no idea how he doesn't lose it. And one of the things they mix into the storyline is this little girl that he supposedly sexually molested happens to be his best friend's daughter. And so now he's alone and has nobody to turn to, nobody to help him. So that's what makes the battle that much more difficult for him. And watching him go through this journey is just so well done and captured so well and performed so well by Mads Mikkelsen. He is awesome in this movie as Lucas. There's a few scenes where I don't know how he keeps his composure, but like you can feel that he just wants to burst out and scream at everybody and tell them that none of this happened, but he knows that's not the way you should approach this thing. And when he's behind closed doors, it's sad to see him basically take off his armor that he wears outside around people and actually cry and feel sad for himself and feel pity, because he's such a prideful man, and this is something that he doesn't want people to see. And the last 40 minutes of this movie has two scenes in particular. One is in a church where Mads Mikkelsen basically gives his Oscar performance, his Oscar scene. He should definitely get nominated. I don't know if he, with the rules, qualify since it's a foreign film, but he should definitely get nominated simply for this scene alone. And then the closing scene is something that is so impactful and so so well done and so smart that it actually will leave you thinking about his situation and him as a character for a really long time. I still think about it from time to time, and I've seen the movie almost 2 weeks ago. But overall, it's just this awesome movie, tragic, and the smallness, the indie feel of it makes it that more impactful because all these characters are stuck together and forced to be together, and there's just no way to avoid it. And the solution and the resolution of the film feels really well handled, and despite anything that happens, they'll never go back to being the same. They'll never be able to look at each other again, and this is something that will live with Lucas and the town forever and ever. And it just does a great job. And the film as a whole is just a great movie that I highly recommend checking out. Even if you don't like subtitles, this is a movie I feel like I should say go and see because it is so well made and well done that you will enjoy it. So overall, I give The Hunt a 9 out of 10, and I just highly recommend that you see this movie. I hope you like this review, like the video, and until next time, guys, see ya.